Hi everybody, just a little mini tour of this area that I started about, I'd say about 8-9 months ago. If you look back on my videos, you'll see this was just a square patch of grass that had made a pathway through, and then I decided I actually just wanted a pathway and beds on both sides. So what I've done was, my husband and I were putting up a wooden fence around our property, and we had all these offcuts. It's like pallet wood, so I've just made a pallet walkway, and then literally off the edges of it the garden starts. So I have garden this side and I have garden this side. Now my beehive is here. I don't have any bees in it yet because I'm still deciding where to put it, and it's not going to stay here for many reasons. I want them to be in a bit more shaded area. I want them to be in an area where if we walk through, I'm not going to risk getting stung. And they don't like noise from weed eaters and things like that. So I'm looking for a place in my garden where I don't have any grass, and they will be sort of happy without that noise around them, which I couldn't blame them. And then this pole and that pole there, I have grapevine, the Tulbaghia grapevine. Gets a lot of sun here, and what we're planning to do is putting a couple of strands of wire across, and then just encouraging little shoots, so like that shoot and then this longer shoot, to grow along the wire, which will then just give a little bit of shade to the wall behind, because the wall behind is my daughter's bedroom and it gets very hot in summer. So at least that'll create the shade. Then we've got this archway here, which I have a petrea, a Virginia creeper, and a jasmine, as well as a canary creeper growing up it. Then right next to it, this is a tamarilla or tomato tree, tomato fruit tree, gorgeous fruit. And then I have an imitation plum, and I'll show you some of the sun plants that I have. We've got Tulbaghia, which is the grey, this is the variegated Tulbaghia. It's the imitation garlic. That is an amaranthus I grew from seed. I've got some cosmos next to it. This is a Salvia salmia, and a volunteer sunflower here. I've got bachelor's button. I'm just looking in here. We've got some Inca lilies over here. I've got a foxglove tucked in the shade there because they don't like too much sun. Across here we've got some Acorus grass, and I have Valerian, which I have grown from seed. That's Valerian. I've got agapanthus, even some thyme, a little bit of thyme there. I cast that leaf from an elephant's ear out and concrete. Over here is this is a Dahlia. I'm not sure what color it is. I've got a feeling it's yellow. But I left them in the ground, and I just thought, well, if you make it, you make it. And they've made it through the winter, and quite happy. There's another one coming up. I've got Echinacea in here, and then I've got hundreds of seeds that I've just thrown on the ground, because some seed, like Nigella, it's so small you actually don't have to cover it. So you just take your Nigella seed, put in a bowl, put some fine grained soil or sand, grit, and then you just throw, and then it just comes up everywhere. I've got St. John's wort there. I've got hydrangeas. Hydrangeas generally prefer a semi-shade position, but this does get shade in the afternoon, so they'll have morning sun and then afternoon light. I've even got a volunteer larkspur there. I see some weeds that I need to pull out. Oh, goldenrod everywhere. That'll grow up and get these tall spikes of flowers. Even volunteer busy lizzies. And I have a Dahlia here. A volunteer feverfew, which is just starting to flower. So those are more or less the plants that like sun. And the idea of trying to keep weeds out of your garden is to grow thickly. Grow things as thick together as you can, because weeds, like any plant, will need sunlight to germinate and grow, and if you grow things thickly, then it doesn't give much room for them to take over. Anyway guys, I will do an update on the garden further down as time goes on. Please stay safe, and don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up and ask any questions. Keep well. Bye bye.